Hi, my name is Alex and welcome to the Crochet Circle.
In today's video, I want to show you how to make this cute little bear. How I've done it is first I made the arms, then I made one leg, I made the second leg, I joined the legs together, did the body, incorporated in the arms, so the body and the head are not sewn together, everything is made in one part. So when I attached the arms, then I continued with the neck and the head. When I finished the head, I did the ears. I also used some safety eyes and a bit of embroidery thread just to make the little nose. This is kind of the base. If you make different kinds of ears, or if you position the ears a bit differently, you can make either a monkey, or if you have pointy ears, let's try it. If you have pointy ears, you can have a cat, or if you have a different color, you can make a mouse out of it. But today I will show you how to make this little teddy bear. So let's see what I need. I need some filling, I need my crochet hook, some yarn, I have some cotton yarn here for a 3mm crochet hook, then I have scissors, a needle to sew on the ears, and some safety eyes. You don't need the safety eyes, you can just embroidery it, or you can use some buttons. But don't forget, it's gonna be a really small bear. So as I already mentioned before, I'm gonna start with both arms, then I'm gonna do one leg, the other leg, I'm gonna join the legs, I'm gonna go up with the body, at the end I'm gonna attach the arms, make a small neck and then go up with the head. So let's begin with the arms. So it's really easy. I'm gonna do a magic ring, and in that magic ring I'm gonna do 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna pull tight the magic ring. Now this project is gonna be done in continuous rounds, so that means I'm not gonna finish the row and then start another one. I'm just gonna go round and round and round with all my rows. Of course, I will have to keep in mind where I am. So I have 6 single crochets here. Now row number 2 will be 6 single crochets. So I need 5 rows of just 6 single crochets, and that will be one arm. Wow, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm turning the arm on the right way. So now the 2 rows are done. I need 3 more. So 3 more 6 stitches, or I can just count to 18. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 2 more rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the last row of just 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one, 6. I'm gonna do a slip stitch and pull the yarn through. Now from here I'm gonna do an invisible join. First I'm gonna get rid of the starting tail. So I'm not gonna go in with my needle into the first stitch, I'm gonna go in to the next stitch and I'm gonna come back from where I started. And that means I have now 6 stitches on top of the arm. I'm just gonna count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why I need 6? It's because when I'm gonna be attaching the arm, I'm actually just gonna show you when I come to that. So that's it. That's my first arm done. Now I need another one. So I'm just gonna do the same magic ring and then 5 rows of just 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close up the magic ring. And 4 more rows, so I need to count to 24 or 4 times 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 more rows of 6 single crochets. I'm just turning the arm around so it's gonna be facing the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more rows of 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the last row of 6 single crochets. Perhaps you can see how I'm doing it. I'm kind of flattening the arm so that the first stitch that I have to go in is nice and flat in front of the hook. So that's now 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now a slip stitch, cutting the yarn, pulling the yarn through. You always have to have a bit of a tail, because this tail is gonna actually be for just in case when I'm gonna be attaching the arms to the body, if there are gonna be any holes in between, that means I already have the tail to sew it on ready. So I'm going in and coming back from where I came from. have 6 stitches, so that's it. Now those 2 arms are done. And I lost somewhere my yarn again. Okay, so the arms are done. Now up to the legs. So again, start with a magic ring, and in that magic ring again I'm gonna do a 6 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tighten up the magic ring. So the next round calls for 9 single crochets. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna repeat 3 times a single crochet and an increase. So it's a single crochet and an increase, a single crochet and an increase. I'm up to 6 stitches now. Now a single crochet and another increase, and now I have 9 stitches. Now I need 2 more rows of 9 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And another row of 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna again leave a bit of a tail, and I'm gonna do an invisible join, of course with my needle. Oh, that's not a good thing what I've done. Just need to cut it a bit more. So again, doing an invisible join. I'm not going into the first stitch. I'm going into the second one. I'm going in, and then I'm going out from where I come from. And pulling it just tighter. And now hiding the stitch inside. Okay, so this is now the first leg done. Again, leaving the tail to sew any loose holes between the legs. Now up to the next leg. So again, the legs should be the same, so I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I'm gonna start with a magic ring, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and closing up the magic ring. Now to go from 6 to 9, I have to do 3 times a single crochet and an increase. So that's 1 is a single crochet, 2, 3 is an increase, 4 is a single crochet, 5, 6 is an increase, 7 is a single crochet, 8, 9 is an increase. Now I need 2 more rows of 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and another 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm gonna do a slip stitch, and now I'm gonna do a chain 1. I'm gonna take the other leg and I'm gonna continue. Actually, what I can do, I can just show you on a piece of paper how I actually want to do it. If I'm gonna find a pen. I got my pen. So if you take a look, this is the top of the one leg, the top of the other leg. Here is gonna be the chain 1. So I'm currently here. I'm gonna do the chain 1, then I'm gonna do 9 single crochets around the first leg. I'm gonna do a single crochet in the chain 1, and then another 9 single crochets and a single crochet in the chain 1. So altogether it's gonna be 20 stitches. 1, 2, and 2 times 9. So let's begin now. I've already done the chain 1. I'm grabbing the second leg. How I position it, I do like to have the end tail near where my chain 1 will be, because this is actually the space where I will have to fill or sew together the gap. So I'm grabbing my second leg and I'm doing 9 single crochets in that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I have to do in the chain 1 between the 2 legs a single crochet and then 9 single crochets into the first leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and in the other side of that chain 1 I need to do another single crochet. Now this is the first row of the body done. What I have to do now is just go up a few times Again, it's just 20 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, because I want my bear to have a little tummy, I'm gonna do 4 increases. How I'm gonna go from 20 to 24 is I'm gonna repeat it 4 times, and I'm gonna do 4 single crochets and an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is an increase. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is an increase. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is an increase. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 is an increase. And yes, because I am crocheting in rounds, in continuous rounds, there is a small shift with the stitches. It's not straightforward, but the rows end kind of on an angle. Don't worry about it when we're gonna be attaching the arms. I'm just gonna show you a little trick that you can do, and that's it. Okay, so I have now 24 stitches. I need 2 more rows of 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And just one more row of 24 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Now, before I'm gonna start with the reduces, I'm gonna check if I have any holes, and as you can see there is a slight hole between the legs. But a good thing is I have a really long tail here and I can use it to sew it up. So that's what I'm gonna do now. These are the starting tails of the legs. If you're wondering how to sew up the hole, just go in and check where it needs to be. So I have a bit of a hole here, I hope you can see it. So I'm just gonna go in and stitch it together. And here. Now, if you're gonna have a bigger hole, you can have more stitches. If you're not actually gonna have any holes, good for you. And then you don't have to do this part here. But I've closed now the gap between the legs. I'm just gonna do a knot here. And now this is the bottom part of the body done. What I have to do now is start with the decreases, and because I have 24 stitches, that means I can do decreases of 6. So the next round is gonna be 18 stitches. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna do 2 single crochets and a decrease 6 times. So that's 3, 4, 5 is single crochets, 6 is a decrease. For a decrease, I'm gonna be taking the front loops only of the stitches, going through and going through. So 7, 8 single crochets, 9 a decrease. So I'm gonna go just through the front loop, just through the front loop of the next stitch. So this is my working loop, and then I still have 2 loops on the crochet hook. So now I'm at 9, 10, 11, 12 is a decrease, 13, 14, 15 is a decrease, 16, 17, and 18 is a decrease. As you can see, it's starting to take its shape. And now in the next row, I'm gonna go from 18 to 12. So that means I'm gonna be doing a single crochet and a decrease 6 times. So that's 2, 3, 4 is a decrease, 5, 6 it is a decrease, 7, 8 is a decrease, 9, 10 is a decrease, 11, and 12. So now how to attach the arms. Actually, I kind of have a shortcut. Yeah, let's say it's a shortcut. So let me get a piece of paper. So what I'm gonna first do is because I already mentioned that because I'm doing things in continuous rounds, there is a small shift of the stitches. Now how I'm gonna actually see where I need to put the arms, I'm gonna use some of my scrap yarn. Let's see, a color that is a bit contrasting to this one. And how I know where I need to put the arms is if I put my work flat, the edging stitches. So here is gonna be the middle for the one arm. So I'm just gonna mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is gonna be the second one. So plus I need 2 stitches actually for the arms, so the arms are gonna be in these 2 stitches. And in these 2 stitches. So I am gonna tell you the numbers just so when I'm gonna be okay. So this is the position of the arms. As you can see, I have green marker yarn inside. It is on the edge. Actually it's not, so I have to do it again. So I flatten it, and then I take the 2 stitches that are on the edge, why I need 2 stitches, you're wondering. So okay, let's say this is now the body and this is the arm. The arm has 6 stitches, 6 single crochets, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna crochet, single crochet around, then I'm gonna flatten the arm up, and I'm gonna go through those 2 stitches. As you can see, I'm gonna go through 2 stitches of the arm and through one of the single crochet of the body, and then the next stitch is gonna be the same, and on the other side again, this is the arms. I'm gonna flatten them, and I'm gonna then single crochet till here. I'm gonna go single crochet through both 3 of them and through 3 of them as well, and then I can continue my rounds. I know it's kind of a mess, but I hope you can kind of see it, how it's done. And again, where to position the arms, I flatten it because of the shift. You know, I cannot say you have to do 2 or 3. Just between the 2 arms you are gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. So 2 stitches on the left side, 2 stitches on the right side, and 5 stitches in between the 2 arms. Now if I would be doing in rows, where I would be joining the rows and have the exact count, and the border would be really straight, then I wouldn't need to have like this small cheat how to attach the arms. And as you can see, I'm already here at the first stitch that I have to do, so I'm gonna get one of the arms. Now this is the edge, and I have here, I'm gonna just use a pin, for example. Actually, no, I have these huge plastic needles. I'm just putting my needles in so for you to see. So I have one stitch here on the left side, I have one stitch here on the right side, and in the middle I have 2 stitches. So now I have to join the arm first through the arm, yeah, and then I have to go in to my work. I'm just gonna loose now this marker. I'm going in and I'm just making a single crochet through all the layers. So that's a single crochet, and I have to do the same in the next stitch. Go through both stitches of the arm and go into the next stitch of the body and make a single crochet there as well. And now I have 5 single crochets on the body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have to take the second arm. What I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna hide the end tail a bit lower in so it won't get in the way when I'm gonna be joining the things together. Again, this is the side stitch. I'm going in through these 2 and I'm going in through these 2. I have 1 stitch on the left, 1 stitch on the right, and I'm gonna go through 2 stitches on each side. So I'm gonna lose the needle now because I know where I need to go in, and the second one as well. And I'm gonna just remove my stitch marker. Now I don't need it anymore. I know it's a bit of a mess, but that means you don't actually have to sew the arms in, and I think that's such a relief that one thing less that you don't have to sew. Perfect. So I'm going through all the layers and making a single crochet. Now going through the 2 stitches of the arm and going into the next stitch of the body, and again making a single crochet. And now I have 3 more stitches. 1, 2, 3. And this is how I attached the arms to the body. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave a bit of a tail and I'm gonna still sew in these wobbly parts here. Those wobbly parts at the end are those end stitches that I had, but my arms now are already fixed, so all I have to do is kind of secure it. And that means I just have to go in and out a few times because all the rest of things are already in place. And once I'm gonna be done with securing the arms, I can go and fill up the body with the legs. that's the first arm done. Now for the second arm. Again, these are just these two stitches that are there on the corner, and I just want to secure them so that the arms won't be falling off, because they are really secured already through the stitches, but just to have it more in place. Okay. Just one more thing. If I'm gonna find another piece of paper. How actually now the body and the arms are. So here are, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. So this is how it looks. I have the arms on the sides. I have 3 stitches in the front, and I have 5 stitches. That's 3 and that's 5, and altogether it's 12. So 2 stitches are for the arms. I have 3 in the front and I have 5 in the back. And I think it does give it a nice, position, because you don't have your arms more to the back or directly in the center. It is more in the front because they are moving towards the front as well. Okay, so now that you kind of know how to put this on, I'm gonna fill the body up. So first I'm gonna hide in these loose ends. I'm just helping myself with the end of my crochet hook. And now putting the stuffing in. I do want to get into the legs, because the legs should be filled. The arms are just so small, you don't even have to bother with them. Plus they are already stitched in, so you cannot fill them even if you would want them to. But because this is such a small little thingy, you actually don't need to fill the arms. Okay, so this is now, the body is filled. Now I'm gonna continue with one more row of decreases, just to have the shape of the neck. So in the next row I'm gonna just do 6 decreases. So I'm just grabbing just the front loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's 5. This is the 5th decrease, and 6. Now the body with the neck is done. What I have to do now is start with the head, and now I'm gonna be doing in the next round 6 increases. So I'm gonna go from 6 to 12. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4 is an increase, 5, 6 is an increase, 7, 8 is an increase, 9, 10, and 11, 12. Now the next row is gonna go from 12 to 18, so I'm gonna do a single crochet and an increase 6 times. So 2, 3 is an increase, 4 is a single crochet, 5, 6 is an increase, 7, 8, 9 is an increase, 10, 11, 12 is an increase, 13, 14, 15 is an increase, 16, 17, 18 is an increase. Now to go from 18 to 24, I need to do a single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet 6 times. So that's 1, 2, 3 is an increase, 4 is a single crochet, 5, 6, 7 is an increase, 8 is a single crochet, as 9 is as well, 10, 11 an increase, 12 a single crochet, 13 a single crochet, 14, 15 an increase, 16 a single crochet, 17 a single crochet, 18, 19 an increase, 20 a single crochet, and the last 21 single crochet, 22, 23 an increase, and 24 a single crochet. Now I need one more row of increases. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna go from 24 to 30, I'm gonna do 3 single crochets and an increase, and I'm gonna repeat that 6 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an increase, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is an increase, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is an increase, 16, 17, 18 single crochets, 19 and 20 is an increase, 21, 22 and 23 single crochets, 24, 25 an increase, 26, 27, 28 single crochets, and then 29 and 30 an increase. So now I have the base for the head. What I have to do now is just do rows of 30 single crochets. I'm just gonna use this here as a marker. Even if I lose my count, I will know where I am. So I need 30 single crochets in a row. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. To be honest, I don't know if it's okay if I count with you, or if you count with me, or am I just distracting you? But if I count, then I know, well, I'm almost 100% sure that I'm on the right track. And if I interrupt you with your counting, I do apologize for that. Now that's my 30, and because that's my 30, I need a break, and I'm just gonna be back in a second because I need something to drink, because it's been almost an hour that I have been talking. So you just continue your rounds, and I'm gonna join you in few seconds. Oh, I just love post-production where I can just cut out when I'm not here, and yeah, it's good. So where was I? I just did the first row of 30 single crochets. Now I need 3 more rows of that, so I'm just gonna put my marker in. If you have those fancy markers, stitch markers, go ahead and use them. I'm just using a piece of string for now, so 30 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. I'm just putting the marker to the other side, and I need 2 more rows of 30 stitches. It's slowly getting its shape. And I'm actually not gonna do 4 rows of 30 single crochets, but I'm gonna do 5 rows. So I do apologize for that. But sometimes while making things, I do change the pattern. That just means the head will be a bit taller, not so squished down. So I went from 6, 12, 18, 24 to 30, and once I've got to 30 I need to do 5 more rows of 30 single crochets. Then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna place where the eyes should go, and then I'm gonna start with the reducing. So with the reduces I'm gonna go from 30, 24, 18, 12 to 8, and then I'm gonna close the thing up. And when I'm gonna be at 18 stitches, I'm gonna be putting in my eyes and my stuffing. So now this is the 5th row of 30 single crochets, and after this row I'm actually gonna start with the reduces, and I'm also gonna show you how I'm gonna put in the eyes. Now where you want to put your eyes in or where you want to place them, it is completely up to you, but I'm just gonna propose where I'm gonna be putting them. You don't have to do the same. As well, as I already said, you can use buttons for the eyes, or you can just use an embroidery and just sew a winking eye on, or yeah, something like that. But I am gonna be using these safety eyes here because I got them as a present and they need to be used. So this is now my 5 rows of 30 single crochets done. Now what I'm again gonna do, just like what I've done with how to position the arms, I'm gonna flatten it. I'm gonna see where my ends are. So one end is here, the other end is kind of here. I'm gonna now count the stitches in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 stitches. Now where I want to put my eyes in is, you can actually play with it and see if you want to have them really close together or if you want to have them wider apart. But I'm gonna have them, let's say, where the middle is. Now this is the middle of the head. So I want to have my eyes a bit lower and a bit closer together. Now this is not low enough, so I'm gonna just go and move the eyes 1 row lower. And now let's see. Yeah, they are nicely positioned. I like them that they are close because I am gonna make a little nose here as well. I'm just thinking, yeah, it should be enough. So I have 3, 4. I have 3 stitches. I have 1, 2, 3 stitches between the eyes. And I think I should make 4 stitches between them. Let's just see how it will look if I move one eye more to the left. So in between the eyes I'm gonna have 4 stitches, and that is in the row 1, 2, 3, so it's 3 rows before the end of the 30. I'm gonna put it up here because at the moment I don't have all the rows counted from the beginning. So up here it's gonna say which row it is and how the eyes are positioned. So I am satisfied with this position. What I have to do now is put in the back side of the safety eyes. One. Once you've put that thing on, there's no turning back, so before you fix the eyes, do make sure that they are in the position that you want them. So these are my eyes, and now I'm gonna start with the reduces. So I'm gonna go from 30 to 24, and how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do 3 single crochets and a decrease. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4 is a decrease. 5, 6, 7 single crochets. 8 is a decrease. 9, 10, 11 single crochets. 12 is a decrease. 13, 14, 15 single crochets. 16 is a decrease. 17, 18, 19 single crochets. 20 is a decrease. 21, 22, 23 single crochets. 24 is a decrease. Now I'm gonna go from 24 to 18. I'm gonna do a single crochet, a decrease, and another single crochet 6 times. So that's 1, 2 is a decrease, and 3, 4, 5 is a decrease, 6, 7, 8 is a decrease, and 9, 10, 11 is a decrease, 12, 13, 14 is a decrease, 15, 16 is a single crochet, 17 is a decrease, and 18. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave a bit of a tail. Actually, I'm gonna extend my yarn because I don't want it to get lost, and I'm gonna fill the head up. I'm not gonna fill it out completely, I'm just gonna fill it out so that in the next row or in the next 2 rows, when I'm gonna be finishing up, when I'm gonna have 12 stitches, I won't have so much filling to put in. And also it's much easier to position the eyes now that there is a bigger hole here. So now I need to go from 18 to 12. Again, decreases, a single crochet and a decrease 6 times. So that's a single crochet, 1, 2 is a decrease, 3 is a single crochet, 4 is a decrease, 5, 6 is a decrease, 7, 8 is a decrease, 9, 10 is a decrease, 11 and 12. Now I'm gonna fill the head up completely. Is it gonna stay on the desk? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with decreases, and I have to make 4 decreases. 1, 2, now that's 3 and 4. I have 8 stitches now left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cut the yarn, pull the yarn through, and now just use my needle to get the hole where I'm gonna just be going into each stitch, grabbing just the front loops. So going into the stitch and grabbing just the front loop, going into the stitch and grabbing just the front loop. I have to make this all around. Final one. And now I just pull it tight, and as you can see, there's a perfect finish. Now all I have to do is work the end tail into the work, and once we've done that, all we have to do is make the ears and sew the ears to the bear. Okay, and I can cut the end tail. I know it doesn't look like a bear yet, but wait until you see it with the arms, the ears, and I still have to make the nose and the mouth, so let's go with the ears. Now the ears are gonna be, again, really simple. Magic ring. In that magic ring I'm gonna start with 6 single crochets, and then I'm gonna increase to 12 and do 3 more rows of 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now in that 6 I'm gonna do 6 increases. At the end I'm gonna have 12 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And now 12, 2 more rows of 12 single crochets or 24 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and another 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Did I say 2? I meant 3 rows of 12 single crochets, so I need to do 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, leaving a bit of a tail because I will need to sew this ear to the head, so getting rid of the starting tail and hiding the end of this ear. So I'm not going into the first stitch, I'm not going into the first stitch, I'm going into the second stitch, going through and then back from where I came from, and I have 12 stitches. So now what I can do is I can pinch it together and just secure it in place. So this is a 1 ear done. If you put it on the side, you can make a monkey, but we're not here to make a monkey, we're here to make a bear. So again, for the other ear, start with a magic ring, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull the magic ring together, and now 6 increases. That means at the end I'm gonna have 12 stitches. So 1, 2 is an increase, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now I need 3 rows of 12 stitches, so I have to count to 36 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now 2 more rows of 12 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and the last row of just 12 single crochets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Cutting the yarn with leaving just a bit of a tail, pulling the yarn through, getting rid of the starting tail so it won't bother me. Making an invisible join, not going into the first stitch. So not going into the first stitch, going into the second stitch, because I'm overlaying the first stitch. Flattening the ear. And now just securing it a bit in place, so it's gonna be then much easier when sewing it. It's already gonna be flat. Okay, so I have my 2 ears for the bear done. All I have to do them is position them. As I already said, if you want to make a monkey, just put them on the side, but I want to have a bear, so I'm gonna put them up on top, like, where did it fall down now? Like this. So you can use pins to mark where your ears are gonna be. Just play with it a bit and try to position them equally. I think this is like for me the worst part, putting those little bits and pieces together. So I am satisfied with the position of the ears. Where I positioned them is one to the last row, and in between the ears I'm gonna have 2 stitches. Okay, so let's go now in with the first stitch to kind of secure the ear. Now all I have to do is sew the ear to the head. I'm actually going back, front to back. And all I have to do is secure now the ear, so going back and forth through the ear and through the head. Now my first ear is secured. I'm still gonna leave this tail here for just in case. Now what I'm first gonna do is I think I didn't do enough rows on this ear. Perfect! I didn't do enough rows, no! So, guess what? I have to do another ear, and... Or should it be a bit wonky? What do you think? Didn't I do enough rows? I think I've done enough rows. I think I did. If I didn't, oops, I'm gonna say I didn't pay much attention, but I think they are the same size, so I said that in between the two ears is a bit of a gap. I kind of want to set the starting and the end position, and once I'm gonna have those 2 points in place, it's gonna be much easier to sew the ear to the head. So yeah, that's my starting and finished position. So all I have to do now is sew the ear to the head. Go through the head, go through the ear, and just secure it in place. So the ear is almost secured. It's not gonna go anywhere. Few more stitches and then it's definitely not gonna go anywhere. Front is secured, the back is secured, so now I can just work in the end tail. This is one done. And the second tail also sewed in. Now all the teddy bear needs is a little nose. Now what I need for a nose is some embroidery thread that I have here. So this is a dark brown thread, and if you're wondering how I'm actually gonna do the nose, it's just gonna be a small, well, you'll just have to wait and see. I did make a knot, so what I'm gonna actually do now is I'm gonna go in between 2 stitches and I'm gonna come out between the eyes. pulling just so that the... Okay, that wasn't enough of a knot. Now I'm just gonna be going left and right. To make the nose. I'm just switching to a much thinner needle. And as you can see, I have a blister here. That is because yesterday I was working with some spaghetti yarn because I was making a huge bag. So, and sewing or crocheting it together, it was hard. So now I'm just going back and forwards for the bare nose. Just few more stitches and the nose will be done. With just a little bit of a mouth. Now the mouth is a bit wonky, so I'm just gonna undo this stitch and align it a bit more. Sorry. So I want it straight down, and it should be here. And this is the bear done with the little nose. I'm just gonna secure it in place, and that's gonna be it. I know it's again one of my longer videos, but I just wanted to show it to you in one go. You have all the timestamps down at the bottom, so don't worry about it. You can just skip forward. If you have any questions, there's a comment section below. And this is our little teddy bear done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you made your own little teddy bear. As I said, you can do um, a monkey if you would put the ears on the side. Then you have a little monkey, but I made a little teddy bear here. So you will have another toy amigurumi to make. Don't forget, with the bit bigger bunny that I already showed you how to make, this little bear is an addition. Now, if you want to make a bunny just like this one, this size, you can just have.
I would just like to say I'm sorry. I have no idea what just happened, but before I kind of lost my video and had the sound. Now I have the video and lost the sound. So I'm just explaining what all you can do with your bear here. And I just want to invite you to, you know, make a crochet amigurumi like this. And I'm gonna finish it like I always finish. Don't forget, happy crafting! Bye bye!